Step 1. Have closed body language. By this I mean keep your head down, don't engage with people, and certainly don't make eye contact. The worst that could happen is you make a connection. Always make it seem like you have something better to do than get to know people and care about what they're doing. Be on your phone as much as possible so that you don't have to interact with a stranger and make a new friend. You wouldn't want to be faced with an awkward situation that you don't know how to deal with. Always appear unavailable to and disinterested in the people around you, because let's face it, you are. Step 2. Just have fun. Forget about long-term goals, relationships and meaningfulness, and just try your best to have a good time in whatever situation you're presented with. Do what makes you happy regardless of consequences or long-term effects. Say what you like, eat what you like, quit your job if you hate it, and hop from person to person until you find one that maintains your happiness. Never consider family, friends, or coworkers' feelings because they don't really matter, and the only one you'll be with forever is you. Life is too short to do something you don't like. Step 3. Don't take time to think. Never stop to think about how to be better or what life is all about because that's uncomfortable and boring. Instead, keep your eyes on your phone, the TV, or on nitpicking other people so that you never have to face big questions. This way you'll be able to keep living the mediocre, shallow life that you always have. Step 4. Don't learn to control your emotions. Never take a second to consider the other person's side of an argument, and always fly off the handle. Your feelings are the most important thing, and it's everyone else's fault that you're upset, so they need to know about it and fix it fast. Make sure people know you dislike them and hold grudges as long as you can, so that you'll be seen as a very unforgiving person and will end up alone. Step 5. Talk. Talk as much as you can about your ideas, thoughts, projects, and life. Don't let anybody else talk for too long, and if they try to, cut them off as soon as you can. If the conversation isn't about you, then it's a complete waste of time. On the off chance that you are talking about someone else, make sure to always one-up them and make it seem like they're lower than you. If someone has the spotlight, always be throwing rotten tomatoes at them and ruining it as much as you can. This way you'll become a toxic person that is avoided by everyone. Step 6. Don't be teachable. Always assume that you're in the right and get really upset whenever someone even implies that you may have made a mistake. Even when you are wrong, don't admit it. Keep coming up with excuses and reasons why it really wasn't your fault and was out of your control. If someone has a problem with you, turn it back on them for being too sensitive and nitpicking you all the time. Nobody's perfect, and it's important to keep really low standards for yourself. This will make it so that you never improve and people give up on you. Step 7. Lie. The truth doesn't always lead you where you want to go, and sometimes brings unwanted results, so lying is a good alternative. Make sure to tell a lot of white lies so that you don't question your behavior. Once you get in the habit of telling white lies, the dark ones won't seem as bad and you'll start to come by them naturally. You should also act in a way and do things that you don't really mean, so that you'll be like a chameleon, a different person in every situation. People won't know who you are, and eventually you won't either. You'll be so far removed from your moral compass that you'll forget you ever had one to begin with. Step 8. Be your own God. Decide that even if God does exist, then you wouldn't follow him anyway because your way is the best, and he is selfish for wanting worship. All that religion stuff is for the uneducated and simple-minded, so draw a line in the sand between you and them and never cross it. In fact, don't ever look into any holy books or consider that God might actually exist. You're your own God, so research naturalistic views and cling to the idea that life came from non-life, which is exactly the opposite of what we observe here on Earth. This way you can live completely for yourself and continue to be a selfish fool.